Here at TIAA Bank Field, rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On second down, ETN once more. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The Jaguars at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. ETN once more. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right, ETN. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to ETN running right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Throwing on 1st down. Snyder. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Snyder, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after try forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Snyder tries the left side and finds Olave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. to throw. Snyder. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Kamara. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one was mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw on second down. Snyder on the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Snyder trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Looking to throw. Snyder. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Back to throw again. The pass caught by Olave. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Operating from the gun, Snyder, and he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snyder. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw. Snyder. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 38, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A handoff for Etienne. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Snyder flushed out right. That's Olave bringing in another one. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw again. Olave holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Snyder. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. To throw on second down. Snyder. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. Operating from the gun, Snyder. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, Foxtrot! Hey, Roy!
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing to start the drive. Snyder. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, Snyder. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Look who it is. It's Olave once more. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those masters.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Looking to throw on second down. Snyder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Snyder drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. On 1st and 10, Snyder. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another tote for Etienne. And some room to roam now. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Here's Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. ETN up the middle. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
Well, they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because 1 more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play action. It's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And his kick is good. And they will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would be the final name to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Snyder. It's complete. Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Etienne. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he is going to have the Jaguars' first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Snyder to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball